What's going on, guys? This is MekelKasanova coming at you with yet another banging video. And in this one, I'm going to be reviewing Sparkle Evolve 2 or Sparkle Evo 2 by Forever Entertainment. And this is a game that's really interesting. It's one of the two games they've released on the Nintendo Switch, and thus far, I found some enjoyment with it, but I'm going to go ahead and give you the full thoughts and review on this game in the video. So if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, ding the bell in the corner, that way you stay up to date on all the latest and greatest content that comes from this channel and brand. And with that all being said, roll the intro music and let's go ahead and get started.
Next generation of great, I'm the next generation of great. I'm the next generation of great, the next generation of great.
Now this review is coming from a guy who loves science and the mystery about life, about animals, evolution, survival of the fittest, and so on. So the chance to review Sparkle 2, it literally got me rather excited, to be honest. Sparkle 2 Evo is one heck of a beautiful game, with rich neon-like colors and a world known as the Sparkle Void. The Sparkle 2 Evo is essentially a game that has you throw on a white lab coat, set up a microscope, and pop in a slide with a sample of fresh DNA on it with a zoom so powerful that you can gaze at all the microorganisms and watch them evolve before your very eyes. If there's one thing that you can't say about the Nintendo Switch's ever-increasing library of titles, it's that it's lacking variety, even in the download department, from endless runners, first-person shooters, visual novels, RPGs, horror games. The system has just about everything in less than a year. So when Sparkle 2 Evo arrived, giving the system an evolution simulator, it's not a new genre, having games like Evo on the SNES and SCORPIO on PC, but it's a genre we only get once in a very few while, and it's impossible not to be intrigued by them. Sparkle 2 Evo is a game all about evolution, as I stated before. It has you assuming control of your very own sparkle and climbing your way up the evolutionary ladder. Only instead of just evolving into something random, you can actually control your evolution by eating the nutritional elements you desire. For instance, by eating the red microelements, you can evolve from your sparkle into a speedy carnivore, and by eating the green microelements, you can grow into a slow and calm herbivore. Or you can eat all the blue ones and evolve into an omnivore that is a bit of both. How does this make sense from a gameplay perspective? It makes the whole point of the idea behind the game moot, to be honest. Once you get to the second level, however, and realize what you have to do, the game can be an absolute cakewalk, and the realization that everything you do has, limited consequences set in. You make your way through each of the levels, hoovering up all the little nutrition until you have enough to go to the next one. And then that's just about it. Sure, there's a little excitement to see your life form become bigger and evolve, but that's nothing to do with you. You'll switch between the red, green, and blue creatures so frequently that it just shows the fallacy of the game. You'll come across a variety of sea creatures who also increase in size, and you will have to find ways to eat them. And honestly, it's not compelling. Good graphics and complementary soundtrack throughout the entire game aside, in terms of size and scale, Sparkle 2 Evo is anything but a large game, as it is something you can blitz through in a matter of hours, and honestly is only 2 minutes, which doesn't really make that much of a difference, but it does. In competitive mode, you can go head to head against AI controlled sparkles to see who can eat the most microelements and evolve into the evolutionary being you were always meant to become. Or you can disable the competitive mode and tackle the very same levels, only now you're free to take as much time as you want or need to explore the vibrant levels and eat all the required food. Other than that, that's pretty much all there is to Sparkle 2 Evo, as while it is a game about microorganisms striving to evolve, it too is micro in size. All things being said, with the ambient soundtrack and stunning graphics alone, are truly what makes Sparkle 2 Evo's asking price worth it. And I know I nicked at some of the things that I find personal issue with, but the asking price for this game and the experience in and of itself is worth the asking price. It is a beautiful looking game, don't get me wrong. But while some can find it addictively compelling, for me, that's just not the case. But Sparkle 2 Evo is not the worst game in the world. And if I had to choose between this and Violet, Forever Entertainment's other available Switch offering, honestly, I would pick Violet, because I actually found that game to be more fun than this. Not saying this is bad, but I just felt that Violet was a more complete package. This does have more replayability, but yeah, that's just how I feel. But, through and through, this is not bad for a game that was released on mobile devices. So, hey, that's my thoughts on it. And that just about wraps up this video review of Sparkle Evo 2 for the Nintendo Switch. Again, I want to give a special thank you to Forever Entertainment for sending me a review code of this game. It's really, I really want to say that this YouTube journey, and I'm sidetracking off of the topic of the game, but just in general, how I went from a kid growing up in the 80s and 90s, reading stuff like Game Informer and EGM magazine and just different stuff, and being able to just wonder, like, back then, like, oh, how do I get to review games? Like, how would I be able to get in that position? And then, fast forward, the twilight of my 20s heading into my 30s, and now I'm at the point where I get the opportunity to review games or tech and just things that I enjoy. And I want to give a special thank you to each and every one of you, the developers that send me the review codes, the companies that send me the tech to play with, and be able to give away. I really want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It's really been a blessing, and I really thank you guys for that. And for the subscribers, the Kasanova clique worldwide that actually enjoys the content that I put out, and the style in which I do it. I've been at this for a year. I've been really enjoying it, and it's been a very fun and engaging endeavor. Is something I never would have thought I could actually do, like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. And you know what? I say all that to say that really, when you put your mind to things and you really want to go out and accomplish something, there's nothing to stop you. If you want to do something, just get up and go and do it. Don't worry about the how, the why. Just so long as you've got the drive to get up and do it, that's all you really need. So I want to thank you guys. I want to give a big shout out to all of you that have supported my channel. My sponsors, Power Level Amy, Mark Bryant, Bad Requests. Thank you guys so much for rocking with the Kasanova clique worldwide, and just it's an amazing time. So thank you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. So yeah, I just messed up my own ending, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces wild. Kasanova clique worldwide. Peace.
Spotlight, girl, you demand all the attention. Starry-eyed, maybe I need a new prescription. I see you on top of me, I'm having visions. While you spin it around, I'm getting dizzy, baby. Drop and roll.
Oh, so you guys are still here. So if you guys really want to help out the channel and the brand, I do have a Patreon. So if you want to join, links down in the description below. And they'll be able to help the channel out with various things, like the sound in the background. I can actually finally soundproof this window so you don't hear all this traffic noise. But that's just an option. If you guys want to, you can also help and support through Streamlabs to, again, help with this sound noise. But that's up to you. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.